Ta-da! It's the next episode! What did you... All I had to do was go, no way, no way, no way, and act all scared. And you totally believed me. You were giving it your all trying to save me. So even your arrest was just a ploy to make me use my logic? To be fair, getting arrested wasn't part of the plan. When people began to suspect that the chisel I sent was the murder weapon. Honestly, I broke out in a cold sweat. I thought for sure it would be curtains for me. Yeah, that was bad luck on your part, but, I mean, you also had that one coming. But then, a turnabout of miraculous proportions. The genius prosecutor himself had come to my rescue. Well, doesn't it feel nice to be thanked by me, the one you saved? You should be grateful. I gave you this chance to play the ace attorney. Title drop! Also, turnabout.
You're wrong! He wasn't pretending to be a defense attorney. Mr. Edgeworth is always serious about saving people. Even in times when he saved me in the past.
Okay, why would you be even the time? Of course. Ugh. Gah! Is that so? Are you sure he's not just trying to emulate his own father, the one he admires so much?
Absolutely not. That's not true at all. That's more my shtick.
Now, Kay. The person he's talking about now isn't Miles, but rather Simon himself. Clearly he's not able to trust others. The desire to save someone other than himself is something he cannot even comprehend. Say what you want, but make sure you think about it long and hard. Sure, all my Where do these chipmunks keep coming from? I just shrug and they're there. It's help me. I really hate it. Sorry. Sure, all my targets for revenge got what they deserved in the end. However... Oh, God. I thought we were done. Think about it. Can any one of my actions be really considered a crime? Conspiracy to commit murder? That's a crime. And conspiracy to do a lot of things. Also, forged evidence would be pushing it with the letters he wrote, but aiding and abetting? Probably. I instigated murder. There's not a single word about that in the letter, is there? Yeah, but anyone with two eyes, and even Dogen, and he has two eyes that just don't work. Anyone with two eyes can tell that you instigated murder. If I had said the word kill even once, I guess it could be considered instigation. You also just admitted all of this. Well, maybe I did say it, but there's no way for you to prove it. Wait, what? What was that last part?
What are you saying? You kidnapped me.
I'm sorry, but that hasn't been proven yet, has it? The only thing I admitted to was sending the letters.
That's...
Besides, those letters contain no threats or coercion. I simply conveyed information. I informed that each recipient would find information that each recipient would find beneficial. You crafty little bitch.
Can't we do something about it? What was it he said? Integrating murder?
Instigating murder is when a person directs somebody else to commit murder. The person who directed the murder can be charged as if he committed the crime himself. Well, not quite. That's a separate charge, but you are charged with a crime. But, you're not the murderer is not charged with instigation, and instigation is not charged with murder, because strictly speaking, by word of law, he did not, plunge the knife into his hand. However, if he instigated it, then yes, there are criminal charges that can be brought against him. It's just not, strictly speaking. It's one of those, third-degree murder things. It's not quite manslaughter, but there it is.
So we just have to find proof that he directed those murders.
You make it sound so easy. To be honest, it kind of pisses me off a little. You're all trying to frame an innocent person for murder. Don't you understand? I'm not obligated to waste any more time on this pointless discussion. Lang burst in, telling him his immunity's been revoked. Wait, that's a spoiler. Forget I said that if I end up playing the previous game to this. The police are waiting for you outside this tent. You have nowhere to run. Really now? You think I wouldn't have an escape route prepared? It's in the cat! This game. I do want to play. I think I'm going to take a break from Edgeworth for a bit, but I think I will go back and play the first game at some point. Because I really like that game. And I like doing the voices. And Ray doesn't appear in the game, but Gumshoe, Francesca, Lang actually doesn't show up until the third case, but Francesca, Lang, Gumshoe, Edgeworth, and Kay all make appearances. No Sebastian or Courtney. They're all other people. But that means I can probably reuse voices, since I have cripplingly run out of voices with well over 100 episodes into this. For example, let's say I gave an order that's so that all the animals here attacked you. Now, what if I were to take my leave during that ensuing chaos? What did you say? You can't be serious. Haha, it was just an example. Wouldn't that make for an interesting show? Here's another idea. What if I pulled out a hidden gun and took John hostage? He's on the other side of the room. That might be more exciting.
I will never allow you to do such a thing.
I can't tell whether or not Simon is being serious. However, when it comes to him, we should consider anything a possibility. If you continue to bore me with your drivel, I'll end the show right here. How did... We never explained, we might get to it, how the president got down from the tower without being seen. I guess it might have been when Lotta was passed out. Maybe... Whatever. That's a solid chunk. I'd like you to keep that in mind before you make any baseless objections. I hate it when they do this. I can't make any careless remarks. Isn't there some way I can charge him with his crimes? Instigating murder. Is this one of those be careful what you press? Can my actions really be considered a crime? Instigating murder. Let me press this last one, because if I had said the word kill even once, I guess it could be considered instigating. Well, maybe I did say it, but there's no way for you to prove it. Elaborate on that. Maybe you did say it. Did you or didn't you? Haha, it doesn't really matter whether I said it or I didn't. That's not what's important. I'm sure you know full well, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no way to prove it. There's no way any proof could exist. Until I find some sort of proof, my argument is meaningless. I should press him. Okay, so press him. I'll review the evidence. Damn it!
Is Simon really innocent of instigating murder?
That's impossible. I'm certain it was all part of his murder plot. God, if only we had been recording this on the stupid doll. We know he had the will to commit the crimes. We just need some way to prove it. Think about it. Can anyone in my action... Okay, what have we got? None of that leaps to mind. Any one of my actions can be considered a crime. Let's see these letters. Hold on. Hardly unknown, but whatever. No one... We've got it, thanks. I'm glad we can help each other. It's like killing two birds. He did say kill. It's like killing two birds with one stone. You know, do I really have to present that too? It's not like I said kill. That would be weird if that was really where we were going with this. It'd be funny, because it'd be tripped up by his own words, but it would still be weird. Like, some of it, obviously, like, there's no way this is involved, right? Because he was around for it, but, you know, he wasn't really, he wasn't doing much of anything. Like, really, no. I mean, he was here. Victim shoes. Child's drawing. I could throw the... I can try that. That might be kind of funny. Bug was planted in it. Well, there's a crime. You put a bug in it. If I had said the word kill even once, but I get... Okay. Well, we'll press him on everything. That old chestnut. You incited others to commit murder, and they did so. If proof of that was established, you would be charged as if you committed the crime yourself.
I know I heard it just a while ago, but what's the technical term again?
It's instigating murder, Kay. Blaze, Patricia Rowland, and Knightley. Their crimes are unforgivable, of course. However, the one who pulled the strings from behind the scenes, and drove them all to murder was none other than you, Simon Keyes. Well, he didn't drive Knightley to murder. That was his own thing. But Patricia and Blaze, yeah, that's true. Mr. Edgeworth, you really do speak your mind freely. But you know, I instigated murder. There's not a single word about that in the letter, is there? It does say killing two birds with one stone. There's not a single word. Oh, does that surprise you? You'd reach the same conclusion if you examined it. Given his composure, I'd say he's not bluffing. Does this mean that every single word of his letter had been carefully calculated? Well, I guess you could say it's like teaching a monkey to climb a tree. Unless you can somehow prove I caused those murders, you've got nothing more on me. Ergo, you can't accuse me of instigating murder. What a shame, Mr. Edgeworth. If I'd said the word kill even once, press this. The more he says it, the more I think it is the letters, and he said killing two birds with one stone. I know you instigated the murders. Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze to Best to kill Jill Cray. What? You told me yourself? But you know, the funny thing is, it means absolutely nothing if you have no proof. I mean, there's no way I'd ever say something like that. No way, no way, no way, no way. That's certainly true. It means absolutely nothing if I can't prove it. Or do I throw the tape in his face? There was some evidence that could prove what he said over the phone. Ah, okay. Good thing I pressed everything. Let's see this tape recorder, shall we? Record of what was into... Yes! Oh, fuck you. Alright, where do I present it? Put it on the wrong statement. God damn it. I'm gonna save scum, because obviously the tape recorder had intercepted what was said on the bug. I just don't know which statement it is. Good thing that didn't destroy the entire bar. I won't back down now. Let's silence him with evidence. Okay, so gonna save. Bam. Even if I had said the word kill, not a single word in the letter about that. There's no way to prove it. Do I present the tape here? Oh, for God's sakes. The Curse of Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's the right evidence. No, that's not the right statement. What's wrong with you? You know, if I'd thought about it, I might have come to that conclusion, but whatever. I clearly knew it was the tape. Give me some credit. It is my firm conviction that you instigated the murders. After all, you told me so yourself. Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze to kill Jill Cray. What? Did I say that? I really don't remember. God, I'm hungry. You may think you can deceive us as much as you want, but unfortunately for you... Unfortunately. You used a bug to eavesdrop in on our conversations, but there was someone who had wiretapped that bug of yours and recorded the whole thing! It was... recorded? Oh... dicks. In other words, the conversation between you and the clown is recorded on that tape. Long Z says, a schemer drowns in his own schemes, and this is what he meant. Miss Swift, I'd like to listen to your tape. Roger! God, I'm so hungry. Ah, it's right about here.
Mr. Edgeworth, Judge Courtney's cell phone is ringing.
Who is this? Are you the person who ambushed Kay?
Mr. Edgeworth, I want to listen too.
Very well. And this is where it starts. Well, I must say. Oh, Nicole! Huh? That's odd. What's wrong? Well, there ain't nothing recorded past this point. What?
Why? Why wasn't it recorded?
Whew! Dodged a bullet. Too bad, so sad. Did you really think I'd leave behind an incriminating evidence? The bug I planted has special feature. It can be turned off and on with a remote control.
What?
Okay, so you admit to bugging. That's a crime. Ah, Dixie's right.
What? That sort of thing exists?
Certainly, remote-controlled listening devices do exist. However...
Are you saying you switched off the device so that your own voice would not be recorded?
Precisely. Impossible! You couldn't have done that unless you knew you were being recorded. Isn't it obvious I knew? Okay, look. Like, has he not admitted to enough at this point? Really? I guess you just don't get it. You could call it a hunch. I had a feeling I was being wiretapped. Miss Swift, was it? I figured things out because you knew about the kidnapping. Don't tell me. You were listening in on that conversation? That's right. Though, come to think of it, I'm surprised you didn't realize it until now. Some genius prosecutor you turned out to be, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my. And what was the end result of all this? Ah, since you don't have any proof of the instigation charge, it's game over. Mr. Prosecutor, was my recording no help to you at all? Ain't there something, anything at all, my recording?
Miss Swift... Okay. Yes? The bug was planted in your badge, right? Do you have any ideas? How do you expect me to come up with an answer right off the top of my head? If you were the only one who came in contact with the culprit. With the culprit.
How unsightly. You're all fussing over useless evidence. Let's move on to the next topic. Next. What's this? He seems a bit eager to change the topic of conversation. Really?
You were the only one who came into contact with the culprit.
The games are fond of doing that. It's like, that was 30 seconds ago, guys. We don't need the flashback. Only Kay came into contact with Simon. If any sound was recorded at the time she was in contact with the culprit. Miss Swift, how long have you been recording? Since 2 nights ago, I reckon. Since 2 nights ago? In that case... When could a conversation with Simon possibly have been recorded? Well, I have plenty of meter, but let's think about this. Excuse me. Very tired, very hungry. I've been at this a long time. Give me some credit. When could a conversation possibly have been recorded? Well, when they met, and when he planted the bug on her when she was unconscious. 2 nights ago? Yeah, 2 nights ago. Why not? 2 nights ago, Simon brought Kay to the roof. If we listen to the recording from the time frame, Miss Swift, please let's listen to the recording from 2 nights ago. Huh? Okie dokie. Oh, bums.
This is the sound of a hot air balloon.
That's right. At the time, Simon was carrying Kay in a hot air balloon. Ergo, he was near Kay. Is there anything recorded? Okay.
Ah! That was...
A gunshot. A gunshot. Seems you were quick to deactivate the bug. However, you're a little too late. You can't run anymore. That gunshot ties you to this case. Huh? What do you say? There's no gun involved in this case, is there? Well, it's a good thing I actually checked the president's, thing and reminded myself that there was, in fact, a gun involved in this case. No, there should be someone connected to the case who fired the gun. Let's strike with the evidence that points to that person. Which piece of evidence connects the gunshot to the case? I believe this one. Should be... Whoops. Yes. Gunpowder residue.
Take that!
Good thing I checked that a while ago, because I had completely forgotten that, and I would have been stumbling around looking. It's written right here in the body doubles autopsy report. Gunpowder residue was detected on his right hand. Where was Kay at the time of the gunshot recorded? That's right, she was being carried to the roof of the Grand. I'm so hungry.
Your balloon! As it turns out, there were a few more people on that very same rooftop at that time. You mean the double and me? Ah! Certainly, after we talked for a brief moment. The body double noticed something and had me leave before him. Now, what if the gunshot rang out after that? We can clearly hear it in the recording. I doubt you would have noticed it. Do you intend to feign ignorance until the very end?
That is nothing more than mere conjecture. What we heard on the recording was not just a gunshot. We also heard a clang, yes. If you listen closely, you can hear a bullet hitting something.
If the body double was aiming at Simon, then the bullet may have struck which piece of evidence? The balloon.
Take that!
Naturally. The body double likely fired the gun at the hot air balloon. If we assume that the bullet hit something, it would have been the balloon's basket. Let's examine it immediately.
Well, there it is.
This hole! It's a bullet hole. The bullet hole is found in the basket. You won't be able to talk your way out of this one.
Do we really need to update the evidence at this point? We've got him dead to rights.
How do you intend to explain the gunshot and bullet hole?
So, you figured it out. You're good. I guess it's impossible to hide anything from you. Spit it out already. Okay, no need to be impatient. Holy crap! Oh, it just keeps going. Headphones nearly fell off my head. I'm gonna end the episode here. I've got it. The end is in sight. I am inches from the finish line. I can feel it. There's food and coffee behind that finish line, but I just have to get there. Ugh.